And you are watching
The
Tea.
Hey, thanks for tuning into The Tea. I'm your girl, Keita.
I'm your girl, Shawnee.
And I'm the Chaos Extreme West.
And as you all can see, we have a special guest on the show, somebody close to my heart, but I'll let him introduce himself.
How you doing? My name's Aaron, and I'm in the military.
Hey, Aaron.
Tell me what branch.
I'm in the Air Force, 822nd Base Defense Squadron, in Moody.
Okay.
Okay.
How you like it?
I love it. I mean, we do a lot of stuff that I didn't expect to do. So
what's the best part for you?
the stuff that we do, the stuff that I can do at that base in particular.
Okay.
So,
And
He's not giving away no secrets. He like, look what we do.
Stop asking me questions.
besides being home away from me, what's the worst part? What would you say the most challenging part is?
Getting up every single day and doing something every day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
working out every day.
Routine.
Having long days, you know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you get used to it. But that's still the hardest part.
You guys get up early, right? You have to like make the bed.
Not me. That's boot camp stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I still, it's ingrained. Like every morning I get up, I still make my bed and everything.
Oh,
okay.
it's just in
That's
there.
good.
Okay.
what's
Oh, so before we get started, we want to thank our producer, Kevin Winston. Thank
Yes,
you.
shout out.
Cameraman Ike, thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure you all are visiting YouTube under Open Mic Production and the website openmicproduction.net. Don't know if anybody called the number, but make sure you call the number. Right, John?
He like to help.
Okay, so the name of this show is called Non-Negotiables. So what are you willing to negotiate? So let's just hop right into it. Topic number 1.
Here we
Does
go.
does looks really matter? Let's start with Aaron. Does looks really matter?
Yeah.
He didn't even hesitate.
I think, you know, people, they have that little, they try to be all nice and whatever and try to
Humble.
do the whole love is blind thing. But, I mean, let's be honest, you know, I gotta be able to look at my spouse in the face every morning and be happy.
Exactly.
Look, that's true. Exactly.
Have you ever, would you say you ever like talked to somebody that wasn't so attractive but they had a good heart?
No, I did
Okay.
meet my friend. They like close to him. I never crossed that line. Like I like keeping them around, but I just know I can't see myself with them.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
I can't approach their face and kiss them. You know, like.
You gotta kiss him.
Okay. You gotta be able to look at them. What you think, Wes?
Why I gotta go next?
Go next. What you think?
Cause he over here talking about
We
exactly.
already know what he think.
They do matter. Like who wants to just? I mean, who want to deal with like if I'm not attracted to you? What makes you think anything is gonna work? If I'm just saying.
When he says anything, he looks at his crotch. But okay.
He being reserved. You
What
know
about you, Shani?
Yeah, I would say so too. I mean,
Shallow. Just a
I
little
like
bit shallow, but it's okay.
Is it shallow though? I mean, like Aaron said, we have to look at you. I have
You
to
want
wake up to
something
you in the
you wanna look
morning.
at.
I can't
So
handle.
y'all ain't never dated no ugly person?
No, I only date them fine men.
Okay. You said of course. Yeah.
I've given a dab in the ugly.
I definitely have. I really have. And I ain't throwing out no names, of course, but yeah. Ultimately, like what Aaron said, you do want to be able to look at somebody and be like, damn, you know, that's bae, you know, they sexy, they cute. But honestly, I'm probably the only one up here. Like I said, I have been with people that weren't so attractive.
Really?
You know, maybe somebody found me a little unattractive. You never know, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it was the heart that got me. But it obviously didn't work out, so they won't.
Exactly.
But anyway,
Right.
yeah, so.
Ugly people be cheating too.
Yeah, they do.
Clearly.
They the ones cheating on. Like you
I don't
gotta
think
act
it's
like I'm a
shallow.
trophy, huh?
Right. I don't think it's shallow. You like what you like. Don't
That's it.
settle. You don't have to settle.
That's it. No settling. You know, let's talk about that.
Team, no settling.
Okay. Topic number 2. Does your mate have to get along with your immediate family, Shawnee?
Oh, we heard.
Does your mate have to
Okay.
get along with your immediate family? Like
Okay.
your mom, your brother, your
Right.
nephews?
Initially, I said, yeah, they do. They have to like, you know, my immediate family must like you because it's going to be awkward, blah, blah, blah. But I was having a conversation with Kevin, who was on the previous episode, and he was like, well, sometimes your family may not like your spouse because they're jealous
Okay.
for no reason in particular, just because they're taking time away from them. And they're going to treat your spouse messed up because they're hating. So I'm like, That made a lot of sense.
So not
And
necessarily.
Yeah, not
sometimes
necessarily.
they might not like them from stuff you done ran back and told after y'all got
Yeah.
Right.
argued.
That's why you gotta be careful what you tell your family.
Yeah, we talked about that. I mean, not everybody is going to get along. That's why I think, I forget what episode we talked about it in, where you gotta sometimes keep your business to yourself. You know what I mean? But I would like for my mate to, get along with my immediate family. That's important to me. But they may see something in him that they just are, they don't like. You know what I'm saying? But that's not to say that I'm gonna leave him for that.
Exactly. Or bring them around. Like
Yeah.
if you don't like them, okay, I'm still gonna bring them around, especially if the reason is not legit.
Yeah. What you think?
I mean, honestly, like you said, it would be nice for them to get along. But at the end of the day, I don't think it should be that big of a deal to you.
Yeah.
I mean, because if I like you, then I like you. I don't care if my family like you, but like I said, I wish they would. I hope they do.
Yeah.
Right.
But
It's not a deal breaker for you.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What's up with you?
Y'all know how I feel about my family, so
That mean anything?
we probably have a problem if the families don't get along. But I try. I mean,
Yeah. It is a problem.
I'm always ride for my family, so
No,
that's my blood. You not
I mean, but
guaranteed.
what if this person is everything that you're looking for, and maybe they just don't like the fact that
that we have Sunday dinners every Sunday?
there's something like that here. I mean, seriously, like what if it's something so minute? You know what I mean? Like, is
I
that
feel
really
like you
a
can
deal
try to
breaker
work
for you?
through anything, but just know that
Your family is your
my
family.
family they not
But
gonna.
when you make a family with somebody else, that's your family.
That's true. That's true.
Talk to him, Keita.
But we ain't made that family yet. I'm just talking about in the beginning stage. Like if y'all ain't getting along, then hey,
Okay, what you gonna say?
I would expect my immediate family to tell me at least why they don't like me.
Right.
you gotta have a reason. Oh, I just don't. You gotta let me
Yeah.
know. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, usually my mom can call it. She would call it fast.
That's my point.
You know, she was like, Sean, don't you bring his ass around.
Because the same person I was saying that was unattractive, like my brothers, like honestly didn't care for him. You know what I mean? So, and they really didn't hide it, especially my younger brother. You know what I mean? But you know, it's just one of them things where that, like he said, if that's who you choose to be with, that's who you choose to be with. I mean, ultimately they saw something that I didn't because we didn't last.
Right.
But, you know.
and then sometimes you got situations like the dads that don't like the guy that's dating the daughter, just 'cause
Yeah.
that's my
Right.
daughter, or
Yeah.
the moms that don't like when
Wait,
you
what
know
the
people
shit?
date their sons. You know,
What's
that's
that?
my son. I'm just saying. Like you seem like that kind of mom.
I am not.
You seem like
I'm
it.
not.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it happen firsthand. Like,
I just know,
And be quiet.
just your attitude sometimes to say like you
What
might
does
be
that
that kind of
mean?
mom.
What does that mean?
You know, put your son's significant other through the ringer. I'm just saying, like I don't know.
He's
I always
starting.
wonder, That's why I never brought females around, Because one, like, it wasn't serious, and two, it was just like I didn't know how you would react. I mean, I figured you would be nice because you're nice at first, but
That's the key word. Right?
No, I thought you weren't bringing them around because it was like, just wasn't a serious thing for you.
Yeah.
So just let me think that. Okay.
No, you're a little mean. You can be a little mean sometimes. But that's probably why. That's probably the real reason.
Let's put me on Front Street. Am I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna edit that part.
Y'all not gonna tease up on Keita, okay?
Well, that's okay because now we're about to move on to Shawnee's segment called "It All Starts with You." What's up?
All right, so welcome back to my segment. It all starts with you. And today, my segment is called "Eat to Live, Not Live to Eat."
Okay.
So, as some of you know, I went pescatarian.
Yes.
January 1st, I said no to all meat except for seafood. So today, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the benefits, the pros, the cons, and things that I've experienced during this diet.
Okay.
So far, I'm down 30 pounds gone.
You better get it, girl.
Hey.
That's right.
All right.
Eat this food.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
Still sexy.
So, what is a pescatarian,
What
right? What is a pescatarian diet? It's a plant-based diet that incorporates seafood as the only source of meat, and we also eat dairy and egg.
Okay.
So a lot of people only think, oh, I'm going vegetarian, oh, I'm going vegan. Well, for those who don't want to completely cut out meat, you have the option to go pescatarian.
Okay.
Okay?
That would probably be me because I love to eat.
Right, I know. I couldn't let it go all the way, and I love shrimp. I love lobster. I love catfish.
Crab legs.
So.
My favorite.
Ooh,
That's
crab
my favorite.
legs.
That's my favorite. I love all of that stuff.
If you love that, you don't have to go without. You may miss
My
pork.
doctors just told me to calm down with it though because
Cholesterol.
Right, that's very true. So we're gonna get into that, right? Because there are the pros, there are the cons.
Okay.
Let's talk about the pros first, okay? So, becoming pescatarian, it improves your heart health, it lowers your blood pressure, it reduces the risk of coronary heart disease, lower risk of colon cancer.
Okay.
I got my keto on today, guys. So according to statistics, in 2015, studies showed that colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in the United States.
Really?
Yes, from all of the toxins
never
that's
would've
in meat. Yeah, me
I
either.
guess that.
Me either.
Never would've guessed
It also reduced the risk of type 2 diabetes,
Okay.
insulin resistance, and obesity.
And diabetes is, very familiar in our black community. You
Yes.
know, we have a high risk of that. So
Exactly. So it reduced the risk of all of that.
Okay.
Just side note pros, I can tell the difference in my energy.
Okay.
I can tell the difference in my skin. I can tell the difference of how I feel after I eat. I'm not sleepy. I don't feel heavy. I don't feel bloated. And yeah, weight loss, period.
Obviously,
It's
right.
like you're going to drop weight inevitably because of the things that you're eating.
Right.
Right? So there also are the cons, but I did a lot of research and it's only like one main con,
Okay.
but it is pretty heavy. So you can have exposure to mercury when you eat so much
Yeah.
seafood,
Yeah.
right? Which can have a negative effect on the nervous, digestive, and immune system,
Okay.
and the lungs, kidneys, and the skin. So that is a lot. There may be one con with the mercury, but that attacks the whole,
quite a few things. Yeah.
quite a few things.
Okay.
What else, guys? It also can be expensive. This is one of my side notes.
Hell yeah.
So
That-
it
that's
can-
probably
it.
expensive as hell.
That's
Yes,
it right there, yeah.
it can be expensive, especially if you don't live near a coastline where seafood is cheaper. Especially here in the Midwest. I'm from the East Coast, so seafood is very cheap.
Okay.
Here, it's hard to get good quality seafood for a good price. But if you want to live a healthier life, you have to invest in the things that's needed,
Yeah.
to keep yourself healthy.
Okay.
So what else, guys?
That's good, Shani. I mean, to have lost that. What's your ultimate weight loss goal, or do you have one? Would you say you reached it?
I wouldn't say I reached it. So my initial goal was to just drop the weight first, right? Because if you try to tone and build muscle on top of fat, you're going to start to you're going to look bulky a little bit.
Okay.
So I wanted to focus on dropping the fat first, dropping the weight first. And now I think I have about 10 more pounds to go, weight to drop, and then I'm going to rebuild my muscle because I have lost a lot of muscle tone
Okay.
in my arms and my legs.
Okay.
And then I just wanted to overall just be healthy and feel energized. You know, my milestone birthday's coming up, but I have never felt younger, guys. I feel good. And the last tip, I said this is a good diet for those who struggle with discipline, because when I was allowed to eat everything, I would eat everything. You know, I would eat burgers, I would eat fried chicken, pasta. When you
That sound good.
cut out all the meat and it still looked good too. Trust me, it still looks good. So if you struggle with discipline, this is a great diet for you guys, okay?
Okay.
All right.
That was dope. I'm finna do that with you.
I try it.
Yeah.
You know, I just have to save
We
my
should
coins.
start
What
next
we just
month.
talking about saving
I ain't got
coins.
money, though.
Right, we gotta pick it up next month. But no, I mean that sounds good because like I said, and like everybody knows, I love to eat. And I do struggle with the discipline of eating healthy. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Nutrition is
What you
important,
say?
I
guys.
didn't say anything. Did you hear anything come out of my
I
mouth?
saw it.
And I want you guys to follow me, okay? Because season 2, I'm going to start talking to you guys about Herbalife because I just started Herbalife.
Okay.
And I'm incorporating that into my diet because nutrition is highly important. And when you cut certain foods, you may have to make sure you're replacing it.
To get some protein and all that good stuff.
Yeah, guys. So if you want to see products, you can go to Shantia Grant at Herbalife.com. And then you can follow me on Facebook, Shantia Janae, or you can follow me on Instagram, Shantia Grant _.
What's that underscore?
Underscore.
Okay. Okay, well thank you, Shani.
All right, guys.
That was
I
good.
want some weight.
You will.
Let's get it, Wes.
Okay.
I'm finna really, once I get a little money.
Just work out with me for a little bit.
But no, I seen your workout on video. And
heard about it?
I'll just pass for now. Let me get the fat off first, and then maybe.
Build up your endurance.
Yeah, hell no.
When you come back in town
They're
next
trying to
time.
kill me.
All right, y'all. So let's move on to topic number 3. Must your mate have a car? Be honest. Must your mate have a car?
Well, honestly, I think the answer would be different from me and y'all anyway because
Yeah.
y'all older. But it don't really matter to me. I mean, as especially if you're gonna contribute to gas or something every now and then.
This was a contribute to
Yeah.
gas.
You got some gas money,
Look,
baby?
I mean, I ain't gonna sit there and ask, but if I'm always doing everything, then it's gonna get annoying to me. You know? I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Shawnee?
I would have to say, love is not about sacrificing everything.
That's true.
I feel like it's going to be a little more fun if your spouse has a car, especially if y'all working, y'all both live busy lives. You can meet up in the middle, have lunch or something, and don't have to worry about always traveling to that person. Like, love should be about complimenting one another,
Yes.
and not
Yes.
hindering them from doing certain things.
I've been in a situation like that where somebody I was talking to didn't have a car, and I didn't like it. I mean, I don't mean to sound shallow, but like he said, it's like, you know, you're not, I mean, for a woman, it's a little different. You know, the contributing to the gas, yeah, that's cool and everything, but I want to sit in the passenger seat sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You ain't driving my car, huh?
It's taken away from your day. What about you, Wes?
You need a car.
You need a car?
You need a car. Like, most definitely need a car. I don't even like driving. I have a car, but I hate driving, so you need a car.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about it.
You mentioned us being a little older with you being younger. Like, are you over driving? You know what I'm saying? People get excited at first. Like, are you just like, whatever? Like, I don't give a
No,
fuck about driving.
I don't care. I mean, when I first, like, when I was messing with somebody when I didn't have a car, and she would always come pick me up one night, and I would drive her car like it was mine. So, you feel me?
No.
But I don't know if I'd have did the same. That's the thing.
You wouldn't have.
Because I don't care that much.
Because when you came to town, you said your sister wasn't driving your car, so you know you ain't like,
Oh, yeah.
Sound like my brother.
All right. What about this? Topic number 4. Must your mate work?
Yes, like, why aren't you working?
Wow. Yes, that's a definite yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, you're not down with the whole stay at home, let me take care of you thing?
No. So, I mean, I want to take care of a woman if she already taking care of herself. Like, if she
You better say that.
yeah, like, if you expect
Say
me to do it, then no, I'm not willing to do it. But
She
if
gotta
you
put
always,
herself out
if you're independent, then it make me want to take care of you more. You feel me?
Yeah. Being a
You
housewife.
did good.
You know, I'm just playing now. But no. Okay, so for me, yes, you must work. I think that's just you know.
You don't work, you
even
don't
talk about
eat.
that. For real, like, I mean, I know some people. If that's your understanding, then that's fine. But just personally for me, I would like for you to get up and put forth that effort, just like I do. You know what I mean? So get your ass up and work.
Right.
And you say
Yeah.
yes. Okay. So guess what, y'all? We gonna play a little game. Y'all see the little cards on? I don't know if the camera can see it, but there's some cards on the table. I should see it. And it's called Which Would You Choose? So basically, we're gonna pick up the card, we're gonna read it, and we're gonna pick which one we would choose. We are talking about non-negotiables, so you know, we just gonna play this little game real quick. So Aaron can go first.
Amen.
So just pick a random card,
Amen.
read it to the camera, and tell us which one you would choose.
Would you choose doing laundry or doing dishes? Like with my spouse or something, or just me?
Just you, as in Aaron.
I'd rather do laundry. I hate washing dishes.
That's what.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I do, because
I think
I be hating when all the little gook and stuff.
Especially if it's not my
Yeah.
dishes. Like, I don't want to wash somebody else's dishes.
Yeah, I know.
Be there cussing like, because they could have washed it themselves.
Well, let me just tell this quick story real quick. So, I forget, he probably was like 13 or something, I can't remember. And I was folding laundry, right? And he was looking at me and he was like, I could never be a mother. And I'm all smiling because I'm proud. I'm like, oh, he see the hard work and the sacrifice. And I'm folding the clothes. I'm like, and why is that? He's like, because I could never fold nobody else's drawers. And I'm just like, I'm thinking it's because of the hard work I put in. He's not folding drawers. But anyway, I was like, man, get the hell out. But anyway, okay, would you choose to be a street hustler with lots of money or a 9-to-5 worker living check to check? Of course, I'm gonna pick the 9-to-5 worker. I mean, quick money is good money, but it's not. I mean, it's good for you to get the money fast, but it's not good money if that makes sense.
Fast
It's not
money
legit
goes
money.
fast.
So, I mean, it wouldn't pay off that way. So I guess I'll just be a 9-to-5 worker living check to check.
That's what's up.
That's not what you
He's
choose.
waiting to say something.
I'm hustling on the street. Okay,
So
let me
you
tell
gonna
you
be
something.
illegal?
No, I'm gonna be smart. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off doing the hustle, and then once I get enough to have what I need, I'm going to
Okay.
invest it in my company.
What if you get caught while you hustle?
I doubt I get caught.
Pick a
They
card.
would never see me, you know,
Pick a card.
because I'm always fresh as hell if the feds are watching.
It's all.
Would you choose for your mate to have hot looks and a banging body, but below average intelligence,
Oh.
or mediocre looks but high IQ? you. I'm gonna go with that first one, and they're gonna be a little dumb. They're gonna be a little dumb, but you look good, so you're gonna be some good eye candy. You know, when we're on the premiere carpets and stuff.
So you just tell them don't talk.
Yeah, I'm like, don't say nothing to nobody. Just keep your mouth shut.
So you picking up too?
Yeah, I can't. I like having good conversations.
Yeah,
I get
that's not
pissed off.
Yeah, slightly remedial. Just
I was like, don't talk, just be quiet. Don't talk. Don't even talk when we having sex. Just be quiet. Nothing. Just shut up.
don't make no noise.
Especially if I bring it around my family, so they're gonna be sitting there talking about me.
you know.
Yeah, 'cause your mama probably gonna read them their rights.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna be looking. Y'all know how I be looking. I'm like, excuse me, Aaron, who is it? Go ahead.
Would you choose beer or mixed drinks? Okay. Me now, I'll choose beer because the mixed drinks, we just don't get along no more. So I'll choose a good IPA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll choose beer too.
Yeah.
It's on you.
Beer's nice.
The fart.
Okay.
I keep getting the boring ones. Fish or steak. I'm picking
Yeah, well, let's
steak.
pick another one. Go ahead.
Yeah, steak.
Be careful what you ask me.
Winter or summer.
Pick another one. We wrap it up anyway. I want you to get it going.
Alright, would you choose living in a mansion with someone you're not attracted to, or living in a shack with the love of your life?
No shack for you.
I'm not living in no shack. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, I'll pick number one.
I ain't going no shack either.
I can't do this shit.
So let us all just answer these and then we're gonna wrap up. Okay, which one we choose, y'all? $3 million, but we lonely/sad, or $500,000, but we happy and content.
I take that
I
$500.
can get that 500,000 because I can turn that around.
Yeah.
I can turn it
Yeah,
around.
he said flip it. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, and the very last one.
Okay.
Would we choose $1 million a year or to bring a loved one back?
I'm gonna go with that $1 million a year. They gone for a reason. I'm sorry.
No.
They gone. They gone. He took
You
them.
didn't even let the question
I'm
register.
going with that $1 million. I love all my loved ones. If you passed on, rest in peace. But I'm going with that $1 million. You gone for a reason.
It's just gonna be
Amen.
weird. It's gonna be weird to have him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking like this Pet Cemetery. We in Pet Cemetery. What the hell?
What would you think, Ghost?
I hate to say it, but he kind of got a point. Cause like, when they come back, it's gonna be like, y'all probably weren't even that close like that, you know? And then
You
it's
could probably
like,
get in an argument like
weird.
your ass has stayed dead.
They know my heart good, so I'm gonna go ahead with that $1 million a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and
I
do
pay
these
for a
quotes. I know that's right. Let's do these quotes. You wanna go first? You wanna go first, Shawnee? Get your
Okay, yeah, I'll go first. So my quote today says, life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself.
Okay.
Like, what are you looking for? We're here. We are already equipped with the tools we need to succeed in life. So I'm not looking for anything. I just have to bring those traits out of me, you know, create myself.
So you look at it without the card.
Okay.
You're gonna leave me with the card. Okay, go ahead.
I'm using my phone. Never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit. We are all in the same notion. The potential for greatness lives within each of us, and that was Wilma Rudolph.
Okay. That's
Yes.
what's up.
Yes.
That's really self-explanatory. So bring it out.
The potential for
Don't you
greatness.
start that ugly
Oh, yeah.
cry stuff. Ugly. Do your Hollywood cry. Do the chin.
Yes.
Okay. Mine is by Steve Jobs. And it says your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. I mean, we always talk about that. We go to these 9 to 5s, you know, and we helping everybody else get rich, but what about us at the end of the day?
True.
Are we happy? Are we content? So it's time to start living life for you and not somebody else.
Please start living for
I got a
you.
quote too.
You got it?
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know who it's by.
Okay.
Okay.
Knowledge is not power, but the application of knowledge is.
Yeah.
So like, if you know something, that's cool. You can know everything in the world, but if you're not going out there to do it, then what good is it?
That's wisdom. Now that's wisdom.
I like to say, for the first 20 years of his life. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's what's up.
I almost got the tissue.
All right, no, that's what's up.
That was
So,
powerful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, we only got 2 more episodes and we done for the season. Hey, y'all.
Wow. 2 more episodes, y'all.
This ugly. You know
That's
what?
that Martin cry. You know how Martin be crying? He lift up the chin.
All right, y'all. We want to thank our executive producer, Just King. Thank you, sir. Beats by Twiz the Wiz. Thank you. Again, YouTube, Open Mic Production. Go visit us and visit the website, openmicproduction.net. We are on Instagram, The T Podcast. We are on Facebook.
The tea.
All right. And again, there's the number. Call it. I'm your girl, Keena.
I'm your girl, Shawnee.
I'm your boy Wes.
And I'm Aaron. Make sure you look up safe side.
Hey. Thank you, Aaron.
All right. So